laundering trillions. All the big banks laundered trillions. For the narcotics traffickers, the terrorists, anybody that needed dirty money cleaned up, they laundered it through the predatory subprime mortgage markets. Hell, they even used the subprime predatory mortgage markets to swindle Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac and swindle FHA and HUD and the VA. All these mortgage loan brokers, these subprime predatory money laundering for the big gangster mortgage brokers, they use the subprime predatory foreclosure markets to churn dirty money into clean, repossessed real estate, and then so they could sell it again. You see, ladies and gentlemen, banks are not allowed to invest in real estate and buy up houses. So what they do instead is they loan it out to money with no documentation loans. They loan it out with money with no employment verifications. They loan it out to people that, are super duper high risk and pretty much guaranteed not to be able to repay the so-called loan. And then they get the clean real estate asset to churn again and again and again and again and again. In their money laundering, churn the dirty money scheme called predatory subprime mortgage financing. Now, this is a short little message to FinCen, the Department of Justice and the FBI. I have some interesting friends that are investigating MERS. And these phantom ghost illusionary mortgages on every kind of piece of real estate you can think of, including huge numbers of MERS loans to congressmen and senators, and I guess Kushner and company are all involved in these MERS loans and investing in MERS, mortgage electronic registration system, and all these phantom ghost mortgages and such, and lots of Department of Justice agents and Treasury agents apparently have these MERS mortgages as well. Which, I don't know, it's kind of like suspicious activity reports. Exactly why is it that the laundering of trillions through these subprime predatory mortgages and the foreclosures, why are all those records secret? Why aren't those secret, activity reports there on how they laundered all this dirty, this dirty money? How many trillions did they launder through the predatory foreclosure markets again? FinCen? Yeah, the good old mortgage electronic registration system, ELTA, the American Land Title Association, all the title insurance companies, and all those bar card carrying lawyers that are part of this giant money laundering operation. Isn't that fascinating? You'd think the FBI would, scratch their heads and go, why are so many bar card carrying lawyers so deeply involved in all this money laundering with the predatory foreclosures? And then, holy smokes, man, the courts that are involved with the sheriff's departments and the constables and the bailiffs and, all the court personnel that are aiding and abetting all this money laundering through the subprime predatory, foreclosure swindles. Now, to all my friends over at the con and all my friends there like Bill Black and Mark Stopa and Oliver Max Garner and Richard Bowen and Michael Winston and John O'Brien and Martha Cloakley and Jeff Thigpen and my old friends down at Momentum Title, in Houston, Brian Brewer. Hi, Brian. I hope Marty Brewer is doing fine these days. You see, ladies and gentlemen, the reality of toxic zombie developments and the story of looted trillions, laundered trillions, is uniquely mine. It's my story, Bill Black. I was doing the whistleblowing and exposing the real estate schemes and swindles before you got hired, Bill Black. And if you think I'm fooling around, you get a hold of old Catherine Wolford, you know, the white elephant lady that was liquidating all those bullshit real estate schemes and scams in Texas in the 1980s. So on a closing note, this is a message to FinCen. Produce all the information and records on how these great big huge banks laundered their money through the subprime predatory mortgage markets. And, you know, changed their dirty money into freshly repossessed real estate assets to sell again and again and again and again and again. Churning these pieces of predatory foreclosed properties in a never-ending scheme of launder more and more and more and more money. FinCen, it's time to open up the books. FinCen, it's time to release the records. Department of Justice, it's time that the American people learn how it is the subprime predatory foreclosure scheming and scamming was used to loot the national economy. And to President Joe Biden and to Vice President Kamala Harris, the buck stops on your desks. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to leave it right there. And as always, Eric Vaughn, pay attention. Patrick Lovell, get it done. Adam Bronfman, come on, Adam Bronfman, throw your money behind it. Ladies and gentlemen, hasta la vista, God bless, and you can bet your sweet ass I am coming back.